The pass rushers that surprised you or anything like that there, right? I mean,
Well, the thing that surprised me was the Falcons trading back into round one to get another one.
yes.
To get a second pass rusher.
Right.
The year after, they pass on the opportunity to get a pass rusher with the 8th overall pick and take a quarterback. And I mean, I sent on our text thread, and others were joking when the Falcons moved up, they're taking Shedeur Sanders. but yeah, it's, it's what you need. And you need these guys to work out. And with Shamar Stewart going to the Bengals, what does that mean for Trey Hendrickson? I don't know.
Right.
Are they going to dig in their heels at 28 or wherever they are on a long-term contract? Are they thinking about a future without him? They already had Sam Hubbard retire, but they got to have somebody on defense. They got to do something. They can't play 52 to 49 games.
I like that. I like Shamar Stewart. I'm one, again, he's an F the plague up guy. Disruption is production. And I am a believer, too, in like the NFL, the game will become simpler for him. It will. He got asked to do things at Texas A&M that were not conducive to his skill set or actually putting him in the spot to succeed to his total abilities. Now they're going to go, hey, we don't really give a damn. You don't have to worry about the run game this or the run game that. Get a little wide and just go after the quarterback like a bull in a china shop. That's what we want you to do. And I think he's made for that. And as we talk about, too, so much, right? Guys like this, they get in that NFL environment. They start to go, wait, all I got to do is that, and I can make $30 million a year? And you see them change their style of play and everything about it. So, big-time move by them. I really do like that. Now, I got to address one other thing you said there. And I feel like Atlanta, for the second year in a row, to me, does done the weirdest thing in the draft that I can remember. They win the award for the second year in a row for weirdest selection, weirdest trade, whatever. The point that I went, what? Like, out of anybody. I mean, get Jalen Walker. Okay, I love that. Georgia guy, culture, does multiple things on the defense. But what they traded to get James Pearce, after a pick before, we saw the Giants didn't have to trade away a first-round pick to get Jackson Dart. Now, I know they didn't come for as far back, but by all due accounts, from anybody you talk to in football, James Pearce, there was some character things. There's a good chance he would have been on the board a little later. That was some haul to give away. You follow the trade charts, right, Mike? There's no way the trade charts are at all favoring Atlanta Falcons in this. That was totally swayed in one direction. And that, to me, I mean, now the Rams, F them picks has become F. We got a lot of damn effing picks. That's what they got going forward here. But that was a shocking moment for me when I read the trade details.
It was a 20-spot jump from 46 to 26. And so, it conceptually, sometimes it's difficult to get people to understand how this works, because some people will look at this and say, well, the Rams gave up the Falcons devoted 2 first-round picks to James Pearce Jr. No, they used their second-round pick and they packaged a first-round pick. They did a 2 and a 1 to move up to get him. They didn't give up 2 first-round picks to get him, but they used the first-round pick that they acquired with a 2 and a 1 to get him. And every time you use a first-round pick, you're basically trading that first-round pick for the player you're acquiring. When you think of it that way, these picks do seem a lot more valuable. And I'm trading my first-round pick for this unproven guy versus I could trade that first-round pick for a proven guy. But in this case, the Falcons traded their second-round pick and next year's first-round pick for James Pearce Jr. And, yeah, they're going to defend it. They're going to defend it. But I feel like when Sean McVay was talking about it after the draft, he felt like he should be wearing a ski mask as he ran away from the scene of that robbery.
I'm just telling you that's I'm not like making this up or whatever. The trade chart they got whooped here. This is a whooping. There's no doubt about that. Mike, if you get done with the show today and you call some of your friends or whoever who has some trade charts, you tell them to check it out a little bit. And I guarantee it's going to be like, whoa, this is actually one of the more unbalanced trades we've ever seen. That's what we're going to see here. So that's what I'm and yeah, I think as time goes on, teams and it's going to become more of a thing here where people are going to go, what is Atlanta doing? Added to the fact, like maybe off the field stuff with Pearce, but let's take into fact Mike Green, who's still on the board, who again, I think there's some off the field things there as well, but an elite top 15 pick draft type of the pass rusher. He's still on the board. Donovan Ezeruke, right, from Boston College, he's on the board as well, where I mean, I can't imagine James Pearce's grade is so much greater than theirs. They're very similar players. So I'm a little surprised by the move. I can't lie.
Well, look, and I remember last year after the Falcons did what they did with Michael Penix Jr., some of the criticism was they really don't have strategic thinking and they're not really going through all the steps and understanding the implications and ramifications. But when you trade up, you're trading up for a player. And they
That's
apparently
right. I know.
love this guy enough
That's right.
that they were willing to do that to move up. And so now the pressure's on.
Right.
He's got to deliver. He's got to perform.
Right.
They love him enough. They want the player. They don't want to be able to say, "Oh, wait, we moved up 20 spots in the draft." You don't get any points for that. You go get the player. And, yeah, it feels a little out of whack, and it feels like maybe the Rams got the better of this one, but time will tell. It was a hell of a risk by the Falcons.
That's what it is.
A year after they could have had a pass rusher and didn't take one, now they have two. If they come on and they make the difference, make the big play, get to Baker Mayfield, and help the Falcons vault past the Buccaneers in the NFC South, then we'll say, hey, that was a
great
price
move
to pay
and I was
to make
wrong.
your team better.
I'll say it. You're right. And I never want to get on a team too much if they believe in the player and they think he's the man. But I'm just telling you, that trade value is off. And yes, there's some things to question there, but we'll see where they go. The point is that what you said, when you do something like that and the trade value is off, it's going to be more of a spotlight on it. There's more pressure now on James Pearce because people are going to go, we always know how this works. Oh, the Rams got this player in the future, and oh my gosh, look at what they did and all this, and James Pearce didn't become what they thought he was going to be. And yeah, that just puts more pressure on everybody in the organization.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.